What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Final 9 coverage of Battle at Boomtown 4, presented by Bomb Squad Disc Golf, video by Ace Run Pro. Huge shout out to our sponsors, MG Thomas Electric and Fairways of Canton, for always allowing us to be out here. We're in the heat of the summer. I'm Austin Lytle. This is Matt Versola. Again,
YOLO.
Final 9 coverage of the front 9 feature card. Front 18 has been pretty fine so far, Matt. What do we got coming into the back 9?
Yeah, the Robinson boys have been lighting it up. They're on track for some hot rounds. Josh is really piecing himself one together, and JoJo's hanging in there. So look forward to a great final 9 or back 9 out of this first 27 holes.
Yeah.
We got hole 19 here, par 3, uphill. Just got to clear the green here and miss the flag stick. 289 feet. Can't go too far on the backside of this one because it's all hard pan and the cart path's right behind it.
Yeah, beyond that cart path is OB. Josh going for that forehand. Worked on the last one. Puts himself up there to about circle, a little inside circle. That'll work.
Right there at the crest of the hill. Not a bad place to be.
And Ezra's leaning on that yellow mid-range. It looks like he's been leaning on that the whole round. Himself about a circle's edge putt. Isaac. Leaving himself just a little short. Not too short, though. Probably about inside circle. 30 feet or so. And JoJo is just throwing a big thumber. A little fast.
Come back in.
And
that is inbounds, folks.
Inbounds. It's inside the line. I think that's inbounds.
We'll see what the card calls it, but it appears from this angle that it is inbounds. He almost aced it.
Yeah. I mean, you throw a thumber, though, you live and die by the roller. I think I've always heard that.
That's right. Ezra sneaks one over the top.
Ezra's continuing his good play. Isaac casually doing it again. And sneaking that one in is JoJo. Good birdie. There it is. Very nice star frame by the gentleman. Pushing them all up one stroke on the leaderboard. This is hole 20. This is a new hole, new addition to the course. We made it to par 4, 615 feet, and it is straight up a hill. Very difficult to get to with a very dangerous green. It's sitting on a mound with OB lurking right behind it. This looks a little turned over. And cuts to the middle of the cart path, so he's fair. Inbounds.
Do you think that was an intentional, was that supposed to be a roller or a turnover?
I think he just turned it over a little too much. This looks pretty good. Nice hyzer flip to stand up and going way up the hill. That's what you want to do. You just want to get as much distance as you possibly can to make that second shot as short as you can because the green is very, very treacherous.
That's a great rip from Isaac.
Oh, he absolutely laid into that one. Looks like JoJo's going back to that forehand roller again. Maybe. That's huge. Stand up. Don't go OB. Wow. I mean, that's still pretty big. Pretty big shot. And Josh does a nice shot up there.
This pin's sitting on the top of that hill, maybe 15, 20 feet from the cart path. And no matter what, when you hit the ground up here, you're going to get some ground play.
Yeah, if you're not parked for this putt, it is a very dangerous putt to run. You want to try to push it up as close to that basket as you can, but it's also a daunting task to do so. Or that can happen. Oh, no, that's it. That's where you want to be.
That's the play. Solid putting surface.
At least he's putting away from OB.
That's a great putt there from Josh.
Do they deem him OB?
No, I think you got that.
No, that's birdie. That's birdie putts there.
Threes, yeah.
It's a birdie putts by Josh and JoJo. Ezra converting on his birdie. Yeah, that's a good birdie out of Isaac as well. And there we have it. Isaac's at 14 now. Ezra's at 13. JoJo's at 2 down. And Josh is at 7.
At this point in the round, we've got Matt Dollar and Lance Gregg on different cards here. Really lighting it up and hanging with these boys. Still starting to be in those double digits. So here we are, a hole 21, par 4, 862 feet. Nice long downhill shot off the tee. You got to keep it in the middle of the fairway. And it kind of finishes up to the right of the cart path on the right-hand side, higher than this golf fairway you see here. This looks like a great shot here from Josh.
Oh, that is so good. It's going to get maximum flight, maximum time aloft. Every bit of distance that it has in it, and that's a great shot out of Josh.
Ezra says not again, knowing that he's let this one fade out a little too early. But he stays within the fairway. He's just a little farther from the pin from how far left he faded.
Isaac throwing in a big shot. A little turnover, maybe a little too much turnover. Oh, catches the cart path and Scooby's out. That's lucky.
That was close to being a thrower.
Very close. And thrower might end you up in OB. JoJo just leaving that one way too low. It's a big downhill shot. That's understandable, but definitely got to want to give that thing some air time. JoJo gave it the air time on that one.
Yeah, you certainly did. You got the nose of that disc a little too high, and that caused him to fade out early.
Isaac's ripping on that orange fairway, mid-range, whatever that is. He's got.
That will be a fairway driver that is well within circle one.
Absolutely. Great shot from a short shot, but still made it happen.
Another casual birdie putt coming up there from Isaac.
Absolutely. This one's a big uphill shot coming out of Ezra. Looks like he pushes it a little straight. Not too bad. He's around circle's edge. Should be a manageable putt for him. And Josh does a great second shot out of the middle of that great shot, fairway shot. JoJo out of the woods. Beautiful.
That's a great recovery shot there.
Great recovery shot. Tomahawk to a no pan on the top of its flight plate, and Scooby up there. Casual as it gets. 33 feet, no big deal. Same for Isaac, Ezra. Both clean up their birdie putts.
JoJo with a good par save after his shot in the woods. And Josh here putting for a great birdie as well.
And that's it. That's textbook how it's played. Good birdie from Josh. Good birdie from the Robinsons. And a great par save even for JoJo. And that's hole 21. Hole 22 is probably the most iconic hole on the course. You're throwing about 80 feet downhill.
Yeah, 80 to
120 feet, maybe.
Feet, yeah,
it's straight down a cliff to a ball golf green on the right, OB left. It's super tight, and it's just fun to watch a disc stay in the air going downhill at, it says 420, but it's probably actually like 500.
And this looks like it might be down that hill.
And that looks like it's going all the way down the belt, all the way to the bottom of the hill. And that looks more a little bit what you want. A little get it going down the hill, keep something somewhat stable.
This catch cam angle is really helps you see the actual elevation change from the tee down to the pin.
Right. That looked like a pretty good shot. Say it didn't bounce for Ezra.
Oh yeah, you really have to get the height right on this one. And this looks like the right height, but I think Isaac turned it over.
He's got it turned over and going way too straight. Oh, just off the back edge of the green. He stays in bounds. Great shot. I mean, anything in bounds on this hole is really is an accomplishment. It's like he's going to go for the thumber. Wind up in the pitch. Looks like it's leaking a little right.
Drop straight.
Turn over. Live and die by the roller. Live and die by the roll. He does it.
And we've got ourselves a putt.
That's a putt. Absolutely, that's a putt. Ah, JoJo pushes that just a little right. Ooh. And that was just a bad putt from Ezra.
Oh no.
And that one bad putt left. From JoJo. Well, I will see a couple pars, couple bogeys. Very disappointing. And I'm assuming the card's feeling as well. That's one of those ones that it's kind of iconic. You want it to be there. It feels good to get a birdie on it.
Yeah, you can see the frustration on some of those guys' faces after missing that one.
I'll tell you, everybody on the lead card for round 2 did not birdie that hole. Hole 23, par 4. We've made this one a par 4 this year because eagles were too easy to get. And it's living up to a daunting task. You've got OB left, you've got OB right, and you've got about 200 feet wide fairway to go 900 feet. And that is pulled over. That is the challenge of this hole, is to land your disc into the middle of the grass all the way through.
Isaac does a good job of using the right side of that fairway and bringing it back to the center.
Absolutely.
If you throw it down the center here and skip left, you're most likely going to be out of bounds.
Or you can just throw it straight down the middle and be safe.
Josh keeping it extra safe.
100 feet at a time, no big deal.
But that's better than being out of bounds. 200 more feet down the fairway.
Right. JoJo is just absolutely turning this disc over a lot today. Just ripping over on it. Josh does a nice turnover here.
Keep going right here.
That's good. That'll put you in a good spot there.
You can attribute that to the chicken salad.
Absolutely. Oh, JoJo.
JoJo gets a good look out there.
Gets the nose up on it that time.
Stay left.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, that'll put him in position to manage his par.
Yeah, it should be a decently easy up and down.
Now, I'm assuming he's in balance playing it from where he's at. Or maybe the creek's edge was just that far away. Isaac, after the best tee shot, in position to attack the green. Gets it around those trees.
And a great forward skip, too. So,
yeah, I mean, he's still going to have about 100 feet, though.
He's close enough to throw a little decent run at it. And Ezra leaks it right straight onto the golf green.
That's not what you want. There it is. That's
Josh
coming in on the skipping angle. Yeah. Gets him up there. Yeah, that's inside circle. That's a great shot. Give him the opportunity to save his par after throwing it 100 feet off the tee. JoJo throwing it inside 15, 20 feet, and that's going to be good. That was Ezra pitching up. I believe that was his bogey run.
Oh,
Ringing the bell, but not ringing the birdie on him. Yep. Double out of Ezra. And Josh makes good. That's a good par save for him. JoJo to follow suit. And Isaac as well. For the most challenging hole on the course, I'd say the card did pretty decent.
Yeah, aside from the slight hiccup from Ezra there, overall pretty good work on that hole from this feature card.
Absolutely.
Hole 24, par 3, 328 feet, slightly uphill fairway off the tee, and it just kind of finishes towards this wood line here to the right. Key is to get the height right here, not throw it too high. That's the only way to keep it close to the pin here.
Also your distance, another one you want to be precisely on the number. Any more or any less, you might be in a tough spot to putt. A little too much hyzer on that one out of Isaac.
Sounds like we've got a little bit of an upbeat soundtrack, some inspiration for these guys, maybe coming from one of these pools here at the country club.
And JoJo throws his Firebird up there. Looks like everybody else has been circling around the edge of the circle. So Ezra can get something close.
Looks like we're leaving it a little low here from Ezra.
Absolutely. Not a good showing from our feature card here. And that'll just be a good, decent layup.
Great run from Isaac. It's a little high left.
And JoJo converts on it. Much needed coming down the stretch of the last couple holes. Oh, and that was just completely short-armed.
Well, that's just a little lack of a commitment there from Josh, and he knew it as soon as it came out.
It's getting late in the day. You know, he's used to living in a different time zone. It could be maybe a little jet lag or something.
Yeah, that putter can get by the 24th hole. You can get a little loose on that putt.
Absolutely. All right, here we are, hole 25, par 3, 281 feet. We're going up the hill. Just only thing to attest is the golf green, and that's going to be OB. All discs that kind of land short might roll back, might stick. That's the real difficulty of this hole. JoJo with his Firebird. And is saved by the bell.
Lucky break there for JoJo. He's going to be able to take his relief and actually have a decent putt for the birdie.
Absolutely. That was very lucky, very questionable play call, if you ask me. I think that's more the traditional play you want to see here. You want to throw a hyzer right to left, kind of skip it off that green and get it going up that hill. And I think that's a pretty good play. The sidearm play, you're falling out to the golf green.
And Josh doesn't quite get the same luck as JoJo there.
Yeah, that's a testament of what I just mentioned.
He's going to have about 100 feet or so for his upshot, having to take that back where it went over the green.
Correct, and that's the play you want to see. A little skip, and then give yourself the opportunity to putt straight up at that basket and not really putt across it. You don't want to give yourself a roll away.
Yeah, putting towards that plateau is really the best spot to be at.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Ezra's disc underneath the cameraman over there in the background. Great place to be. And that's going to be a tough comebacker for Josh there.
Absolutely. You're in the tall grass now. And Isaac pushes that one out right. These boys are showing some a little emotion here, dude. They really want to beat one another. You can tell.
Maybe a little fatigue as well coming down the stretch. And the way that the disc comes out doesn't quite meet your expectations of how you drew it up in your head.
Exactly. And Ezra will make good, though. He always ceases to take the opportunity to pick up a stroke on his brother, it seems like.
Yeah, the young buck's hanging in there with that mental focus. He was really grinding it out.
Exactly. Oh, Josh just leaves that. That was his bogey bid just out a little right. And I hate to see it. Right at the last 3 holes, double bogey for Josh, but he's got 2 more holes. He can clean it up, bring himself back a little bit. Got Ezra Robinson, 13 down. Isaac Robinson, 15 down. Josh Birmingham, 5 down. JoJo, 2 down. Still back there. 2 more holes. Hole 26, Matt.
Hole 26. This one's a par 4, 603 feet. You really need to kind of get some straight distance off the tee with the woods on the left and the cart path beyond the cart path on the right, out of bounds, and then set you up for this shot up here to one of the most beautiful greens on the course. Looking over the golf course, and generally we're playing this one at sunset.
Absolutely.
This is a great shot down the middle.
Yeah, like you said, you just want to keep this one straight. It's one of those, like, you just, the more distance you get, the easier the second shot, but you also have to keep it straight, most importantly. I see JoJo going to that forehand roller and finally getting it to turn up.
And that could leak a little as well. That might be far enough into the woods to affect his access to the green.
Absolutely. Isaac ripping that big stand-up hyzer shot over the cart path the whole way, putting himself in the middle, big distance. That's about primo.
That's ideal.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Josh. Let's see if he can make up for that double bogey here on the last hole.
Oh, no.
And he sent it a little too far right.
And that's going to be out of bounds early.
Within 50 feet of the tee box there. Let's see, he saved a par from not too far off the tee a few holes ago on the last par 5.
Yeah, but now he's throwing a sidearm at OB again.
Looks like he's not going to progress too much further than that.
We'll see where he's at after that. Like you said, JoJo's in the woods area here. Manufacturing something.
Strong sidearm.
And that is a very good shot. Give himself an opportunity to try to save a birdie. Isaac pushing high and
Right at
wide.
it. Great shot from Isaac.
Great shot from Isaac. That's what distance will get you on this hole, is an easy approach shot. And the ever elusive sidearm out of one of the Robinson boys. To a tee. Looks like Josh indeed did go out of bounds again. Pitch it up to a sidearm underneath the basket. That would have been a good one to have. That would be an off position off the tee shot. We'll have to settle for par as the Robinsons again take another stroke.
And Josh will be tapping in there for, I think that's another double bogey there. Those are the 2 out of bounds shots.
Absolutely. So you're now seeing Josh Birmingham at 3 down, JoJo at 2 down, and Isaac and Ezra are up there.
And this is one of those views that you just got to take a second, breathe, and take it in, because you got 1,100 foot hole to try to get that elusive eagle on.
Yeah, it's not very often you get to see 5 different air quotes around mountaintops in Georgia, and this tee box gives you that, and an amazing tee shot that you get to watch a disc fly for about 3 or 4 seconds, and it's pure awesome. And Ezra lays into this one, as long as it's not too far.
This one might be a 9 or 10 second air time.
Oh, he threw it over. Throwing it over the bunkers is like, I'm pretty close to that 700, 800 feet. Just because of the elevation drop here. And it's a crush as it is, but it's not a good spot to be. Isaac throws a good one here. Yeah, a little bit more stable. Big skip down the hill. Oh, watch this.
That's going to roll down the hill and curl right.
Oh, my goodness.
He bought another 150 feet of distance there.
Absolutely.
All the way down to the flat part. He's going to have a putter shot up to the pin.
That's huge. It's just fun watching a disc fly that far, man. Oh, wow.
As long as this misses that tree.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
It did.
It found a little bit of a hole. Shot it down there, but
it's not bad.
That's a pretty good place to be.
Yeah, anything in the grass that you can see is good. And this
might be a little left. This is not where you want to be.
No, this is way left. Oh, no. Yeah, that one's going to be pretty hard to find. Hopefully you can be able to salvage something out of that. JoJo throwing the backhand right at the water, hoping for it to hyzer out. Dang, JoJo's just really had some little unfortunate breaks this round.
And Ezra's going for it here. Forcing a turnover, it's got to stay up. And I don't think it stayed up.
No.
It was floating, however.
Threw it straight up in that water.
Straight. And Josh is looks like he's going to be up on the hill, tucked in these woods, and that's just going to be a pitch out. Isaac.
He almost hit Isaac.
Isaac, a well-trained driver with a few years under his belt now on the road.
This
Quick
looks
to
like a
react
pretty good
there.
shot out of Josh. Approaching the green. Leaving it definitely a little left. Making sure you're not landing in any of the hazards or the water. This is one that we kind of pushed back this year, and I very much like the change. It makes this green a lot more atrocious.
Yeah, it's tucked right up between that bunker, the edge of that hazard bunker, and the green. So that's definitely, if you're out of position, it's tough to get a shot shaped well enough to access that pin.
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
is well done here by Isaac.
Absolutely. That's a great shot. He'll have a 35-footer for his eagle. Looks like it's starting to drizzle on the boys here.
Ezra with a jump putt over the water and
That looked like it went into the bunker.
into the hazard. think we're looking for JoJo's shot here.
As you can see, it's really starting to rain here.
JoJo's found him some Easter eggs out here on the course.
I didn't know we were out here Easter egg hunting.
And it looks like maybe he is in bounds there.
Hey, maybe he was.
On solid ground. It's a lucky break. Let's see if we can take advantage of it. And that.
A little hot end on the ball golf green.
Out of bounds long.
Not the finish our players were wanting to see.
And unfortunately, that one went out of bounds. Pretty far back there. Pretty far away from the pin.
Oh, yeah. And this is Ezra putting from sand. And makes the putt. Wow. Oh, and he misses the eagle putt. But we'll have a pretty easy birdie putt, finish off his round, cap him off. After seeing his brother take a bogey, I'm sure he's going to sleep pretty well tonight, knowing that he's got a 4-stroke lead on his brother.
There were 2 eagles on this hole in the final round.
First round?
First round. One by Lance Gregg, and another Chad Buxton got a 3 on this hole.
Congrats to those 3. Congrats to those 3, Lance Gregg and Chad Buxton for those 3s. And that's it. That's hole 27. Isaac Robinson, a blazing hot 17 down. Ezra Robinson, 13 down, run on his tail. JoJo and Josh, respectively, 1 down and 3 down. I wish them the best the rest of the tournament. But I am so looking forward to the rest of this next round to see the top of the top.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this next video that comes out. Our lead card for round 2 of Boomtown 4 2021 is going to be Isaac Robinson at 17 under, Matt Dollar just 1 stroke behind at 16 under, shooting a blazing round, Lance Gregg at 13 under, and Ezra Robinson at 13 under par.
Thanks to all our sponsors. Make sure you like and subscribe, Ace Run Productions. Sign up for the Patreon.